100-calorie packs, gluten-free food with less salt and fat. Those are some of the recent trends transforming our diets. Wall Street Journal is tracking surprising changes in the food industry and what people want. Its new series is called How We Eat. Business editor Dennis Berman is with us. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
So let's talk about the portion control trend,
Yes.
which means eating less.
Eating less. The idea of eating less, at least.
Yeah, at least the perception of eating less.
The perception of eating less. So the 100-calorie packs, they were a huge thing about a decade ago. People bought them and bought them and bought them, but lo and behold, what did they find out? They ate more than one. They ate two.
Yes.
They ate three. And so sales of those packs are down significantly.
So
Sales
true.
of the Oreo packs, I think, are down around 70%. Over the last 4 years. So what we're finding in this series is that what we say we want and what we actually do are two very different things.
So what do we say we want and what are we really doing?
We say we want healthy. We feel good when we buy something that suggests we are buying something healthy. But in the end, we also want something that tastes
good.
Very good. And so what's interesting about the series scale is that companies are trying to calibrate how we sort of do these things and make these emotional choices about our food.
And the companies don't even want you to know they're making these changes because then we'll think it's not going to taste as good.
No, I mean, it's a fascinating story in the Journal. So Boston Market tried to reformulate its food. A lot of it had a lot of sodium. They tried to bring the sodium down. It took them about a year to take about 18% of the sodium out of the mac and cheese because it didn't necessarily taste right. So it's about health, it's about economics, but it's really about emotion in these choices.
I understand McDonald's received some pushback when they announced they were going to try and take some more of the trans fat out of their French fries. How did customers react?
That was a number of years ago. There was huge
like the
brouhaha about that. Oreo reformulated its cookies about 2006. It took trans fats out, but it never said anything. It was just a change in the package.
Can we talk about gluten-free? I was at a dinner party last night and a friend of mine said, I've cut out gluten. I feel so much better. I'm healthier. I look better. But you say that there really isn't any research to back up that gluten-free is better for you.
We had a great story in the Journal. And I was shocked.
Me too.
Almost a third of Americans say they want to eat less gluten. A third. Tens of billions of products are sold under gluten-free, except for a small minority of people who are truly allergic to gluten. The general research suggests that it doesn't make much of a difference. Again, it's about telling ourselves stories that make us feel better.
It's about both health and weight?
It's about health and weight, and it's also about economics because the food companies are under so much pressure. They got to find a little gimmick here and there to make some more sense.
I read a tweet, I think, by a comedian that said the best thing about gluten-free is being able to tell other people that you're on a gluten-free diet.
So that's the way we feel better. Maybe it's in our heads more than in our bodies.
Yeah. So wrapping this up, I mean, what the Wall Street Journal does, these food trends, what do they tell us about our health and our eating habits?
Well, unfortunately, the conclusion is that we are more confused than ever before. The information we have available on the internet, the information we share with each other, we think we're getting better, but we're really just confused. So I went this one quick exercise. I went to the supermarket this weekend, and I said, what is this that I'm buying? What are they selling me, and what am I buying? I think it's a good exercise for people to just sort of take a step back and see the choices they're making and why.
Boy, I'm confused because we have so many people come to this table talking about different things. And the only conclusion I come away is exercise a lot and eat less, period. That's all I know.
I think that's right. Calorie consumption in the U.S. up 450 more calories we're eating on average than we were 40 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
So
that advice, Charlie, never changes.
Exactly.
I don't care who the expert is, what they're talking about, that never changes.
What do you
Eat
say?
less, move more.
What do you say, Gail? Put the fork down and
get your took us on the treadmill. That's what I say.
That's the Yiddish saying.
Yes, I have Yiddish roots. I have Yiddish roots. Dennis Berman, I got Yiddish roots. Good to see you.
Good to see you.